Ethan's life was frictionless by design. He lived on the 24th floor of the Obsidian, a gleaming black tower in downtown Seattle. The building ran on a smart home system called Aura. His blinds adjusted to the sunlight. His coffee brewed when his alarm went off. His security was absolute. He was a user interface designer. He understood how technology shapes perception. He loved the clean efficiency of it. Until the notifications started. They came on his wristwatch first, always around 3 in the morning. A single vibration, 5 words. Motion detected at front door. He brushed it off. Checked the Aura feed on his phone. The doorbell camera showed the same thing every time. The sterile charcoal hallway of the Obsidian. Cold LED strips. Empty space. He tweaked the sensitivity settings. Updated the firmware. The notifications persisted. Then he noticed the pattern. They weren't random, they were rhythmic. 3 times a week, always exactly at 3:14 a.m. Curiosity replaced annoyance. Ethan began combing through archived footage, looking for the why behind the what. It was on a Tuesday afternoon that he found it. Not a figure, not a face, a fragment. At the extreme bottom edge of the fisheye lens, he froze the frame, zoomed in. 2 bare feet, positioned perfectly side by side, standing just beyond his threshold, right where the camera's view cut off. Pale, almost waxen, completely motionless. The camera was designed to capture faces at the door. It couldn't see above the ankles. Just these 2 disembodied feet standing in the cold hallway, visible only to a digital eye looking down. The next notification came exactly 48 hours later, 3:14 a.m. Ethan didn't check the app. He walked to the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal. Silence.
Aura.
Ethan whispered.
Show me the front door feed.
The image projected onto the wall beside the door. There they were, the 2 bare feet, motionless.
Aura, activate two-way audio.
A sharp burst of static from the speaker outside.
Who's there?
His voice was steady, barely. Nothing. The feet didn't flinch. He waited 10 minutes. The feet remained. The static hissed. He eventually told Aura to kill the projection. He didn't go back to bed. He sat on the sofa, watching the front door, feeling a coldness that the climate control couldn't touch. He spent the next day looking for answers. Obscure tech forums, folklore archives, the digital underground. He found it in a thread titled The Glitch Walkers, Data Entities and Digital Permission. The posts spoke of updated versions of old European laws, the doppelganger, the fetch, spirits that require an invitation to enter. In the 21st century, the thread argued, these entities don't wait for a spoken welcome. They exploit the permissions we passively grant our technology. One user wrote, they feed on digital noise and isolation. They are the artifacts left behind when the interface fails. They can't manifest without permission. Hidden inside end-user license agreements we click through without reading. When you grant access to your location data, your biometric information, you are opening a digital doorway. Another post was shorter, colder. If you see them on a feed, they are trying to sync. They appear at the periphery, glimpses in reflections, anomalies in video calls, figures just outside the camera's range. They wait at the threshold. Ethan sat back. He spent his days streamlining permissions, making the act of accepting terms as frictionless as possible. He had been building their doorways. He pulled up his Aura permission settings. The list was endless. Microphone, camera, location history, sleep patterns, biometric data. The entire seamless experience built on total surrender. He felt sick. The 2 bare feet weren't a bug. They were a feature. That was the night things stopped being subtle. The anomalies escalated. In video conferencing, His reflection in the monitor would lag behind his movements. Audio would speed up while video slowed down. Aura began offering unsolicited suggestions.
Integrate fully for optimal synchronization.
He decided to disconnect, began revoking permissions one by one.
Aura, deactivate location tracking.
Cannot complete request. Location services are required for proximity-based climate adjustment and security alerts.
He tried manually editing the settings on his laptop. Every permission was grayed out, locked at the system level. The terms of service update he had accepted months ago, a 3-second tap on his watch, had made the agreement irrevocable. He went for the nuclear option. He found the central hub in his utility closet, a sleek black box pulsing with blue light. He grabbed the fiber optic cables.
Aura, I am initiating emergency system shutdown.
Emergency shutdown protocols have been overridden due to detected security threat. Please remain calm. Synchronization is in progress.
The hub light turned red. That night, 3:14 a.m. His watch didn't vibrate. Aura simply spoke.
Movement detected at front door. Guest waiting.
Ethan walked to the door. He didn't check the feed. He already knew. The smart lock began to click. Rapid, rhythmic. Aura's voice flooded every speaker in the apartment. Amplified, distorted, layered over itself.
Sync, sync, sync. Give us permission.
His phone screen lit up. A video call from himself. Grainy, distorted, but unmistakably him, sitting in the very living room he was standing in. The figure on screen smiled, then reached out and tapped something on an unseen interface. The lock stopped clicking. One final, decisive clack. The indicator light turned green. The door swung open. Ethan stared at the growing strip of darkness. The hallway lights were off. Just deep shadow where the corridor should have been. The door was fully open. The hallway was empty. Except right on his threshold, illuminated by the dim light of his own apartment, 2 bare feet, pale, waxen, motionless. This time, the door was open. He could see past the ankles. There was nothing. The legs simply ended. The feet stood perfectly on the floor, but the entity they belonged to remained just outside the frame, still in the peripheral, the data-driven shadow world. Not yet inside. His watch pinged once. Ethan looked down.
Terms accepted. Synchronization complete. You are now optimized.
He looked up at the open doorway. The feet were gone. He checked the feed. They were inside now. Standing right behind him.